When we last left off, there was a mountain of, I think, 6 or 8 dead divas right here. We have since rewound a bit, and we're going to be doing things again, because I learned some things about the curse and about how it works that I want to deal with. So what we're gonna do?
Oh, enough waiting.
We're gonna take Lae'zel. We're gonna hide her over here. We're going to select Shadowheart, and we're going to have Shadowheart come in here. And this time, she's going to take all of the offerings. So, whereas previously we spread it around and we gave everyone a curse, this time we're going to be a little more smart about things, and we're going to get redundant curses on her. So she has Castigated by Divinity. So that's fix number 1. So we got all the goodies. They're all gotten. Now the other thing that we're going to do is we're going to come over here, and we're going to stand here, and we learned during the last run that simply casting a heal on ourselves caused the divas to spawn. So we're going to do this in a way where 3 out of 4 of our party members are not seen by the divas, and as a result not in jeopardy. So let's go ahead and do this. So that spawns 2 divas who are going to wail on Shadowheart like it's going out of style, but she can take it. Sure, let's help her out a little bit. All right, so okay, so as you can see, much better intro into things. But now what we're gonna do is let's get Asterion out here and start pumping these fools full of lead. They are so high armor class, but that's okay. Actually, and because of the vision here, I think we can go full bore here. Let's get Lae'zel in too for a little more control. Of course, we still miss the 80-something.
Nothing will stand in my way.
What can you do?
Light on my feet.
So we still have actions on Lae'zel. No, we don't. Okay, go figure.
These days.
So let's see. We do have actions on Shadowheart. So what I think we do on Shadowheart is I think we sanctuary our bard to give them some protection, and then let's lay down standard Spirit Guardians.
Choice but to keep going.
And I'm gonna move in here, but I'm gonna haste Asterion. And we can even toss a heal on Shadowheart, because that won't break our sanctuary. Now the fact that we didn't get more actions on Lae'zel is a little confusing, but we'll see. We still get our Dread Ambusher proc, which is fantastic news, and we've already got Hunter's Mark here. So let's just hope that we land some hits. Are we still a 60%? Jeez.
We'll do it my way.
So I'm going to move him over here, because what I don't want to do is I don't want to get into it. Like, they're going to fly potentially over here, and I don't want them to do that. We don't get to use Warcaster all that often, and it never works when we do try and use it. I think this guy literally didn't see Asterion, which is hilarious. Hiding successful. All right. So okay, so back to these fools. We have actual actions now. I think I will take the opportunity attack on Lae'zel. I don't think Cutting Words ruins Sanctuary, but I guess we'll find out. Okay, it does. We learned an important lesson. But with their goads out, I think we'll probably be okay. And in fact, since we've lost Sanctuary, I think this offhand is maybe a close to guaranteed kill. Yep. All right, we can do that. We've already done the other half, and then if we're gonna mess around with things, we're still concentrating on haste, but blindness has no concentration requirement, so we can toss a blind on him, which is pretty huge. We got the Great Weapon Mastery, so this is fantastic. And in fact, is our chance to hit is good enough because of blindness that I think it's worth swinging with some big hits. All right, and then standard. Ooh, we're cooking this guy. Are you inside of our Spirit Guardians? You were not. I don't think we need to fire up Sanctuary again here.
Moving.
Very, very sneaky. Look at the vision cone here is so good. Let's see. 58. I'd rather land my shots. So let's do it this way. Oh, I should have moved Hunter's Mark first. I should have moved Hunter's Mark first for that extra tick of damage. Yeah, that's still hitting real hard. And with advantage, we're doing work here. All right. So, similar result here. The Devas have nothing on their corpses, but this is where things get interesting. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we are going to pick up the corpses. They are heavy, and we are going to drop them back at camp. So I'm going to leave you here. Now,
my eyes grow heavy. Best to make camp.
What I am doing right now is the version of that in Lustrous. And then let's see. Let me grab your title and we'll put it in. Let's see. Where's the best place for me to select it? Probably here. There we go. That looks very similar to mine, I will say, but we'll try it out. I feel like the only thing you added was BG, but anyways, I digress. But yes, so we're gonna pick up both of the corpses. Now, in my experience, if you leave the corpses there and do a long rest, they do not drop the item. But by bringing them in and putting them on the ground here before we do a long rest, it has been my experience that they do in fact drop something. Then we'll have some gear to talk about in a minute here. Send that over here. Why do you have 2 potions? Oh, that was part of the goodness. All right, so we've been in need of a long rest for a while. So we collected everything from here. So let's go do our long rest. Oh, it was the whole message. I see. Yes. Okay, it's better. It's better. I see you. I'll fix it. Yeah, that's just such a long title. Who knows? The world of Twitch is a mystery to me. But there we go. I did the thing. Okay. So where were we? Now we're gonna come over here, and we're gonna do a long rest because we're long overdue. We've done everything there was to do in here. We've looted everything there is to loot. So let's link up.
I've got a long road ahead.
Twitch loves long titles. What a weird world we live in. What a weird world we live in. All right. So yeah, that fight was significantly better. Now we can confirm these Devas have nothing on them. They are empty as the day they were born. But we're going to go ahead and do a long rest now. Yes, we will do our long rest. Is there anybody to talk to after this long rest? Corpses are still there. Yeah, and everybody's just chilling. So we'll end the day, and there's gonna be a little bit of story that I will cut out for the guide that I'm eventually gonna post around this. But we'll do some story exposition. So let's go to sleep. Don't eat my one enduring good berry game. You can eat one salami. The day is actually over. It's amazing how much camping supplies everything is worth. Do that, and then we'll find something that's a six hitter. There we go. Boom. Rested up. All right. So, I have seen this because I was doing testing on this. So, get ready for a little bit of weird.
They say that home is where a person can be their truest selves, without guile, without pretense. You did well to see off the Githyanki who had invaded mine. And now that you have seen where I come from, you know all there is to know about me. At least, all that matters. The flavors of my favorite fiddlehead soup, should you wish to experience it for yourself. My beloved confidant and loyal companion Rascal. The very first reward I gifted myself on completion of my first adventure.
It is a
The
little
garments
concerning in
with which I
Lustrous.
concealed and later constructed my appearance as the Emperor. We spoke of my relationship with Duke Berlin Stelmane, a story I have told no one else. I have no more secrets from you. No need to resort to subterfuge. We are true allies now, working towards a common goal.
Which is why I took off my shirt. Like, there's something about it that is like really... There needs to be a dialogue option that's like, that's all well and good, but where'd your shirt go? Let's see. I'm gonna go with you led an exciting life. Why did you conceal it from me?
By necessity, not design. But I'm glad you appreciate the richness of my experience. Yours has been no less exciting. But even with all your experience, it has not been easy. The only way we were ever going to get close enough to the brain to destroy it was by working together. But few would trust a mind flayer. So I did what I had to convince you. I studied you. Your motivations, your actions, your desires. I deduced the best way to align your goals with my own.
And it was taking my shirt off. You make it sound like some sort of experiment. What did you learn?
That you are complex and full of contradictions. It was no easy task, but I had to persist. I needed your absolute dedication to the cause. I anticipated the challenge, and I anticipated your resistance. What I didn't anticipate was how reasonable you would be.
I'm a pretty reasonable
you don't like
dude.
to be coddled, cajoled. But you responded well to logic, to rational arguments, to cold, hard facts. You saw straight to the core of what really mattered.
Which was my physique while not wearing a shirt. I saw right through you. I enjoyed our conversations. I could have done with a little more coddling. Let's say I enjoyed our conversations.
As did I.
Oh.
Sometimes, I felt almost like we were dancing our way towards something deeper.
So, there is definitely a way to romance the Emperor. We will not be doing it on this fine day. Are you flirting with me?
Would you like that?
I'd rather stick to business is going to be my decision here.
Good instinct. The Elder Brain's hive mind has grown to monstrous proportions. And through the Crown's magic, it has complete control over each and every member. It was intelligent before, but now, with its hive mind established across the city, it is well on its way to becoming indestructible. We must stop it while we still can, before we too become its slaves.
As you drift into sleep, you feel a certain disappointment. The Mind Flayer was very quick to abandon its attentions on you.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the Mind Flayer not wanting to romance me. Okay, so now, if we walk back towards the entrance, what's this here? Where the Diva corpses once were, there are 2 pouches. And upon inspection, these 2 pouches each contain a Diva mace. Now, the Diva mace is a very interesting item. We will probably not be using it, but it does a staggering amount of radiant damage, 4d8 radiant damage. So having a couple of them around is good for business. If we wanted to, we could get up to 4 of them, but I think it's probably unnecessary, all things considered. So that is how you get the Diva maces. I do believe it is still a bug, but you know, what's a bug between friends, right? So, with that done, I think we should do a little bit of dialoguing. Will has something to say. So it's actually changed in Lustrous. It used to be easier, but yes, I did see an initial video on it, but I actually had to do quite a bit of trial and error. The initial video didn't require you to take the maces back to camp, and so I had to do quite a bit of testing. I thought it might have been removed from the game at one point, so go figure. Now, I believe this dialogue we're about to have with Will is actually bugged dialogue, but we'll do it anyways.
Maybe it'll bring us closer.
Hells, our time is short. My father is here, and by the living gods, I will free him.
So he's already free. He's standing right here, next to this, next to this here. We should hurry then. The entire place is flooding. As far as I know, the inn is not flooding. The Elf Song Tavern. We'll see. He's your father, not mine, or he's infected. Will, what are you sure about this? I'll just say we should hurry then. The entire place is flooding.
Go then, quickly.
Okay, I'll do it. Thanks, Will. Let's check in with the Duke.
The devil's stench lingers, but Will is yet a champion of the people. I'd hoped he'd join me on the council, but he is his own man. I couldn't be prouder.
Good on you. Let's talk about Councillor Floric a little bit. Councillor Floric will be relieved to hear that you're all right.
Hells, Floric. While the Absolute commanded my mind, I condemned her to death and confined her in Worm's Rock prison.
Yep, we fixed that.
She stood by me even as the Hell's fires lapped at my feet. You must free her.
Floric is free. She's gathering allies as we speak. Man, I'm so on it.
Tremendous news. She proves as loyal to you as she is to me.
Well, we don't know if she's
couldn't
sold.
bear it if she died by my command. May the Triad guide her steps.
Let's see. Balduron is still with us. He is the Mind Flayer that protects our minds from the Absolute, sure.
Gods, can it be? The man who raised the city's walls became an Illithid.
You both know you owe your lives to me. I am not fallen. I am risen.
We must make this a secret we carry beyond the grave. No name is more sacred to the city than Balduran's. Not even mine. When people think his name or see his likeness, they must imagine a hero, not a horror.
How misguided you are.
I don't care how the Absolute captured him, honestly. Okay, let's, I'm gonna do the rounds right now.
So, the Stone Lord is Minsk, Jaheira's old acquaintance. Painfully small world at times.
Agreed. How about Jaheira? What's she talking about these days? Speak! Nope. Good, we're good. What's Mizora up to these days?
Ready and waiting.
What can you tell me about the Hells?
The 9 hells of Beator. Each its own domain, each with its own archdevil to rule it. I call the first hell my home, Avernus. My mistress Zariel's realm, a torrid battleground split by the bloody waters of the Styx. How I adore it. The delicious agony of it all. The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself, if I deem you worthy.
I think I'm good on that front.
Minsk is the Stone Lord. Jaheira's friend doesn't sound so friendly after all.
Oh, I bet he's gonna be great. We'll always wait for Karlach for last.
What can I do for you, my friend?
Nothing, apparently, Asterion.
Sounds like we're not the only ones tracking down this Minsk fellow. Let's hope Nine Fingers' bounty doesn't attract too much competition.
Fair enough. Karlach, what's up with you these days?
Minsk is working for the cult. Damn. He must have been tadpoled, or worse. The real Minsk would never join up with the God's damned Absolute.
We don't know that he is.
Maybe we can help him. The prism, right? He should shut that tadpole up. If he doesn't kick our butts first. It's kind of his thing.
I can't wait to meet Minsk. All right, cool. So that's talking to everybody. So now we need to do our standard buffing ritual. So the person I should leave is one of these people. Oh, we lost Halsin, so I don't have a person to do Feast anymore. Does Jaheira have Feast? Dang it.
Is something burdening you?
Nah, nothing's burdening me. Just need to wait for me at camp.
Are you sure that's the best course of action?
Yeah.
Confirmed. Until then, I remain at the ready.
Because Danton doesn't have Feast.
This vessel is at thine disposal. Do what thou wilt. This soul awaits thy command.
Because I think he's down a level.
Still alive.
Oh, well, we do have a
That's
level
progress.
up for him. Maybe we get Feast. Oh, he's got a lot of cleric levels, doesn't he? Yeah, so if we take his druid, we don't get much. Yeah, unfortunate. Okay, well, it's not the end of the world. He's still very useful as a buff bot. Oh no. Oh, he's having a hard time. So we don't need to buff protection from poison anymore because Feast gives it to us. So we're just gonna do our standard long strider buffs. And we'll have to get Jaheira feasting us, I guess. We've had to use Jaheira from time to time, so I'll probably hit her with a long stride or two. There's no cost. And any way to increase the speed of this would be good for business. But I think we fully leveled up Jaheira. Or pretty close. I do at some point want to start playing with the new shape-shifting, so we'll see about that. We have a ring that's good for shape-shifting and a robe. I do think it's still limited, like there's no like game-breaking combinations available, but all right, 76 good berries, not a bad haul.
Let's move. This vessel is at thine disposal. Do what thou wilt.
Not available or not found. Wait, I forgot what I said in
master,
Lustrous.
So it shall be.
This vessel is at thy disposal. Do what thou wilt. This soul awaits.
Okay, so now we'll grab Brinna.
So that's progress.
Yeah, so I think that, so basically the thing that they did that is very problematic. Whoa, okay. We're getting top level things. Create 2 linked teleportation portals. How have I not seen Arcane Gate yet? Like, I actually don't think, are there not scrolls for Arcane Gate? Because that sounds amazing. Like, actually, like, the coolest thing ever. That is interesting. Like, I don't think I've seen Create Undead scrolls either. Huh. I need to look that up, but let's do our standard. Our standard transfer of materials. And then while we have Brinna online, let's extract our ingredients. How many potions of Cloud Giant Strength can we make right now? We can make 1. I'll hold off then. We have enough potions for now. So let's see. So let's make our transmuter stone. I don't think we've gotten anything new. So we'll send that over to Shadowheart. We like Shadowheart being. All right, let's talk a little bit about next week's schedule. What's the good word? Now let's see. Lae'zel. Lae'zel doesn't need it. Yeah, what are you thinking? What is this? Shape changer. Transform into a blue jay. Wait, hold on. I have to try this after we do this dark vision. What? That's adorable.
I have a lot on my mind, and well.
Oh, great! But if you're shape changed into a blue jay, we can't talk to you. There's an update of Wantless and Against the Storm fix the visual bugs we had last time. Yes, I saw that.
No one at home will ever believe
The
this.
Against the Storm
This
changes
vessel
aren't
is at
that
thy disposal.
big of a
Do
difference.
what thou wilt.
Hey, Sam.
Thou art the master. So
it shall be. All right, so let's get
Time to
Jaheira.
press ahead.
Speak
Join me.
as you wish.
At least she's
Wherever
quick.
we go, ye gods, let there be something green.
See, I don't. The reason that I stopped up leveling here is because I was like, I don't know what other things. So your Constitution is increased by 1 to a maximum of 20, and you regain HP. So that's a good one potentially. Tough. Maximum hit points are increased by 2 for every level gained. Your hit point maximum is increased by 2 for every level you have gained. I don't know if this works in shapeshifted mode. Savage Attacker. When making a melee attack, you roll your damage dice twice and use the highest. I wonder if Savage Attacker works with shapeshifting. We'll just grab that one for now. We'll probably have to redo it. Okay, free spells. Get new cantrip. Produce Flame is pretty decent. You're on the last boss of BG3 now. Are you going to go with a different companion after this playthrough? I don't know what my plan is quite yet, Sam. We will see. We got Windwalk, Wall of Thorns, Sunbeam, Feast, which is the one that we really wanted, and the other one. So we get one last feat. I don't actually have to do this level up right now, so we'll hold off on that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put Shadowheart over here.
Still breathing, despite everything.
This ought to be good.
My faith protects me.
So we need to get Shadowheart like all the way back in here.
At your command.
Oh, I didn't get the spell prepared. Hold on. Mistakes were made. Let's see, we got Feast on the board. Now we need to get Shadowheart up here.
I must keep going.
And then I need to get Jaheira here. Oh no, I still don't have Feast on my board. Alright.
Can't afford to stay idle.
We'll get it one of these times.
Always nice to be wanted.
There we go. Everybody gets the buff, which we love to see. And we also get a chunk of food here. Send to camp.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Speak.
Hey, Tiny. Yeah, so one thing I'm about to talk about. Hold on. Let's see. Part ways for the moment. Yes, I am.
Moving ahead.
And then who did I leave behind? I left behind
I have a
Lae'zel.
lot on my mind.
Is something burdening you?
Let's see. So yeah, so I have a lot of builds that I want to try. We may do some of that experimentation in this playthrough, though.
It is done.
Because why not? So let's see. So we don't have anyone that we can talk to dead with. I will speak with animals now. And then Shovel's already out. So we're good. The food has disappeared. All right. So I think we're fully buffed, except for this long rest, we are going to take and drink Cloud Giant Strength on Lae'zel, because why not? And then we have a few less buffs, but I think it is because we aren't doing poison buff for whatever, because we don't need it, because Thoroughly Stuffed protects us. So I think we're good. So, last thing to talk about before we press forward is specifically about some builds. So it lines up well, Sam, with what you were just asking about. And that is that there's some frustrating things that we have missed over the course of the run. Like, as an example, we had a discussion back when we were doing the Illithid colony. We couldn't get Will's Infernal Rapier because we didn't take Will from the very beginning, and I would have had to go back like 2 hours of playtime. So over the weekend, I installed Cheat Engine, and now we have the Infernal Rapier. I'm not going to use this to any great extent because I think it modifies the playthrough, but for items that we know we missed, it just seems silly to have to do to have to do all that jumping through hoops. So I did it for 3 items. I did it for the Whispering Promise, which is an item that is bought off of Volo, but only off of Volo in Act 1. I checked, and in Act 3, Volo no longer sells this. And this ring, for being sold in Act 1, is insanely powerful. Because basically every time you heal a creature, they gain Bless. So I was trying to figure out what rings I wanted Shadowheart to be using, and the Ring of Solving is fine, but the Ring of Promises is much better. So I figured I would grab that and equip that on her. The second item that I picked up is the Ring of Protection. This is the item that you get for stealing Sylvanas' idol from the Druids for Maul. But we missed that whole section of things. So I figured, it's a really nice item, 1 armor class and 1 saving throw. And I was like, I would probably use it anyways. So, why not? Why not? So I grabbed that. I don't think anyone's going to get it equipped right now, but there are times where we might want it on Lae'zel. Now, the other items here, these are all legit. We have the Magic Amulet, which is once per long rest, you can use a reaction to make an attack roll saving throw with advantage. I don't entirely understand what an attack roll... Okay, so it's basically you just get 1 free advantage. I don't think that's that great. I think the Corvid's token over here is okay, but I think the Amulet of the Devout, despite God's Will not doing anything, is good here. I thought about giving it to Shadowheart. It aligns a little better with her, but I think since she's a cold caster, it's slightly better there. I think the Revivifying Hands aren't going to be a regular thing for her, but we get 1 free Revivify off of it per round. Then Shield of Shielding. Yeah, we could get Shadowheart's AC up a significant amount from where it is. I find that 2021 makes us pretty darn durable, but yeah, it is an interesting question. We do have a Detect Thoughts Mallet, which I don't think we're going to end up using. We did get the 2 Diva Maces. We could have gotten more, but 2 felt like enough. So we will send the rest of these, including the Infernal Rapier, which is very interesting. It could be interesting on our main character, but we'd have to switch over to Swords Bard to really make it work. We'll hang on to this stuff in Lae'zel. Lae'zel has some headroom. And then let's see, I think... Put that there. Boop, boop, boop. Try and get things a little organized. All right. So, I think we're good to go.